I remember back in ninth grade, I would sit alone at the lunch table every single day. Every day, sitting alone on the lunch table, looking, scouting out like a sniper, looking at everyone else and their friend groups. Jealous. Jealous as hell. But I would mask that jealousy with judgment. Judgment. And through this, like, kind of like sniper of judgment, bro, I'd like scout out this girl, bang! Like, oh, she's just looking for affection, or like, she's just looking for attention. Bang, that boy over there, all he's doing is looking for attention. I hate that guy. And so that was back when I was like very self-conscious, very like, I thought everyone would be judging everything that I do, which simply isn't true. Obviously, you probably already know this, but I wish someone had told me this sooner. And essentially, it's a fundamental truth that nobody gives a fuck about you. Literally, no one cares about you, no one cares about me, in a sense that no one is going home thinking about you, obsessing about you, and thinking like, oh, that was so embarrassing when he did this, or that was so funny when he did this, or I wish he said this to me, or oh my gosh, he said this to this person. Like, no one cares. No one cares. No one cares what you do. Like, people might talk about you. People might talk about you behind your back, in front of you. People might think about you, but they don't really care about you. Like, there's a difference. There's a difference between like when they actually take up space in their, when you actually take up space in their brain. Like, that's a whole different story. The vast majority of people, 99% of the time, don't give a fuck about you. They're not even thinking about you. That's just the truth. Like, they're caught up in their own mind. They're caught up in their own life, just thinking about themselves. Spotlight effect, right? And so, because it's so easy to kind of get caught up in that frame of mind again, like being so self-conscious, even though you know it's not true. Like, I know it's not true, and sometimes even to this day, I'm still like, man, maybe this person's thinking about me, or maybe I need to consider the opinion of this person, or this person, or this person. No one cares. Nobody cares, bro. No one. And so once that really sunk in for me, I kind of started to realize, like, okay, so I can kind of be a little more out of my brain, I guess. Like, the way that I used to live, and you might relate to this. Imagine every single day you're going to school and you're just in your own head. Like, you're having a constant monologue with yourself. The only person you're talking to is yourself. Like, oh, what do I need to do today? What do I need to get done today? What class do I have today? Like, you're not talking to anyone else but yourself. And so when you're in your own head and not in your own body and in the present moment, feeling your feet on the ground, breathing, you're not breathing like you're shallow breathing like a little loser. Like, when you're just in your own head all the time, how can you expect to like talk to another human being in front of you when all you're doing is in your own head, judging, analyzing, being your like sophisticated mind, bro? If you want to make friends, this is my no BS guide, no BS advice to you. That's worked for me. If you want to make friends, you have to be at least 10% more autistic than you actually are. Okay? What I mean by that is, you can't go up to someone like you want to make friends with and say, hey, have you read the second chapter of Way of the Superior Man? Always live at your edge, or whatever it is. Like, you can't go up to them and like, oh, let's talk about, like, you know, like, you gotta be like, hey, what's good? Like, you gotta be vocal. You gotta be out of your body. Like, obviously it's cringe because I'm talking to a fucking inanimate object right now, but you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. The expression that I heard was, get out of the leaves, and into the tree. And that didn't work very well. But you know what I'm saying. Get out of your head, into your body, into the present moment. I'll tell you a story. In ninth grade, back when I was very socially awkward, I got paired with a guy that I really admired for his social skills for a group project. And in this group project, it was like a couple other guys too. But I just decided to observe him. Like, autistically observe him. In detail, observe him. Because I wanted friends, bro. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was lonely as fuck. And so, a couple things that I noticed straight off the bat, surface level shit. Okay, surface level things. He had a very low laughing point. So this guy was laughing at like the dumbest jokes I've ever heard. Like, knock jokes. Like, dad jokes. And he would be laughing his ass off listening to that. And I think that was a pretty big thing. If you ever read How to Win Friends and Influence People, number 1, make other people feel like they're valued because you listen to them and talk less. Number 2, smile. Like, smile. He's smiling all the time. This guy is jolly as fuck, bro. Jolly. Very, like, there was nothing to be happy about. This group project was so stale, bro. And he was just Half the time, this guy was laughing and making animal noises, and everyone loved it. Everyone was having such a good time. He was being boisterous, loud, vocal. He didn't care. I could tell he wasn't like me. He wasn't analyzing. He wasn't overthinking everything. He was just enjoying the moment, being in the present moment, not thinking about himself. He was thinking about other people. He was thinking about the people around him. He was just enjoying the people that around him and not thinking, how can I impress them? How can I please them? What do I need to say? And as that happened, like, I could just watch, like, everyone just got along with him because his energy was different. They could sense he wasn't needy for their attention. Bro, that's so loud, bro. When you're not needy for someone, people can feel when you're needy. When people can feel like when you're trying to impress them. People know instinctively. Maybe not even consciously. It's more subconscious. But people will know. Like, you can just feel it. And so when you don't have that energy, when people can feel like your presence in the moment and you're just like gonna enjoy your time spent with them, people are like, of course they're gonna be attracted to that. Of course people are gonna be drawn to you because you make them feel good too. That's just natural human nature. That's not even manipulative. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just normal. It's natural to crave being around someone that makes you feel good too. And so that's the biggest thing that I observed from him. But also that when I was one-on-one with him, like when I was when I was like just talking to him in person, like we were walking like home and everything, and then he was saying like the way that he talked was very, like, he wasn't a stupid autistic person. He wasn't the same like animal, like screaming guy back there. He was like a very, like, he's an intellectual person, you know. And it's just like, wow. So this guy isn't so different from me. He's like the same, but it's just the fact that in different settings, with different people, there's a setting in his mind to be this different person, this different character. Not even a different character, but it's just sometimes you gotta turn off your brain a little bit to enjoy life. To make friends, you gotta be slightly more autistic. The reason why I didn't have friends is because I was trying to be too intellectual. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should say this to him. Maybe I should say this to him. Maybe I should say this to him. While he's just, hey, like, what's good? What's good, gang? Like, bro, I don't even know. And so from that, just observing that for a while, I kind of learned, yeah, maybe I don't need to, like, you know, it doesn't even matter what you say, to be honest. It's just how you say it. Like, I could start a conversation asking someone like, oh, do you know where my house is? Or tell them to bring out the whole ocean, or let's go golfing. So anything like autistic as fuck, and it works. And I don't know why no one taught me this. I don't know why no one teaches this. Like, to make friends, to get a booming social life, or whatever you want to say. Like, enjoy your time with people. Prioritize enjoyment over everything. Have fun with people. Stop living in the leaves, and get down into the tree. It's the only way to make friends. That's the only way to really enjoy a good social life and have good flowing conversations with people. How do you expect to get in a flow state? No, like, it's such an athlete term to use, but I don't know, for lack of a better term, how do you expect to get in a flow state if you're constantly in your own head thinking, oh, I'm going to say this to her next, I'm going to say this to him next, I'm going to do this next? Like, no, just flow. Feel your feet on the ground. Breathe. Okay? It's not that deep. Trust me. I've been in both sides. You have to be, maybe, bro, at my stage in 9th grade, bro, I had to be like 50% more autistic. I was trying too hard. Making friends, meeting new people, talking to people is not hard. They are human beings like you. They just want to have fun. They just want to have a good time. And how do you expect them to be receptive to you if you're all in your own head and tight, like body language, like tight like this? You're like, oh, hey, what's up? What's your name? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite dinosaur? Shut the fuck up. No one cares, bro. Like, treat them like a normal human being. I used to put other people on a pedestal, especially people that I looked up to. And I looked up to a lot of them. I don't know why. Just naturally, I didn't have any self-respect, so naturally, I craved like the validation of others. Right? Simple math, but no one talks about this. I don't know why. Why did I have to learn to be autistic to make friends and no one teach me that, hey, bro, relax. So hopefully, maybe I'm helping someone. I don't know. But if I were to talk to myself 2 years ago, this is exactly what I'd say. No one cares about you. Do what you want. Say what you want. people won't remember in 10 years' time. We all poop. We all gonna die, bro. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do what you want. Say what you want. Be, like, just be what you want to be. You know? No one's stopping you. You have freedom. You're free. Prioritize enjoying your time with other people. Stop being so selfish and stuck in your own head. Make it about other people. And you'll find that other people reciprocate. Other people will be warm and receptive to you. Not everyone. But the people that you really mesh with, you'll find them. They'll no longer just be diamonds in the rough. When you put yourself out there, like, you'll attract people, people will come to you. Learn more from a 16-year-old on self-improvement, trying to figure out life. Hit the subscribe button. It's a win-win for both of us. Get after it.